Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something I feel is very overdue. I kind of did this about a year and a half ago. I did the lazy way, and that was using the heat gun on the Cowl, which does work, but if you keep it in the sun, it's going to destroy it right back to where it was about 6 months. But if you do that method, keep it in a garage, it'll last a lot longer. However, today we will be repainting the hood cowl, windshield cowl, whatever you want to call it, using some very basic stuff, some very basic hand tools, only two to be exact. Some Rust-Oleum paint and primer flat, some Krylon Fusion satin clear. This stuff's amazing, it will not flake. Some paint thinner to clean it up before we do paint, and some sandpaper, and I think a 13mm and a flathead screwdriver. That's all you need to do this job. A little bit of patience, it's not that hard of a job. The longest thing is simply waiting for coats to dry in between painting the cowl. So we'll go to the car, I'll show you to take it apart, I'll show you the steps on prepping it, I'll show you how to paint it, and we'll put it back on. Again, yeah, this is a quick afternoon job, especially if the sun's in your favor and it's bright outside, it'll dry much quicker. I have a weird shift, it's like midnight, but we will make it work and make it all happen tonight. So cool, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering, we'll roll the intro, go to the car. Cool? All right, first things first, my cowl is filthy. So this is a good excuse to actually get it out, get it cleaned up, and paint it, because I have to paint it too. So you only need three things to get this cowl off. A pick and or flathead screwdriver. We'll see which one works better. And I believe a 13mm for the top of the wipers. We'll find out here in 1 second. The first thing I'm gonna do, these little caps on top of the arms for the wipers, they just pop off, just like that. Easy day, right? Normally I use my cowl to put stuff, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm working on this. I'll put it behind me here so I won't lose it. Make sure it's a 13. It's smaller than 13. It is a 13. Alright, I have no idea if these wipers are going to play ball and come off. They just come right off, in case you don't know. Every car is different. They could be C's. Let's give a little wiggle there and see what we can do. Oh, that was pretty easy. All right, now we get these little wiper deals off. These things all kind of pop off, just like that. You can see it. And now our arm is completely free, just like that. It's that simple. This one looks a little corroded, so it might be more of a fight even getting it off. This one's all white, I don't know if you can see it. A lot of corrosion on it. So hopefully it'll come off. We'll see here. Ooh, it feels pretty seized. Not too bad. Same thing, this little guy, come on out, and it's off. All right, next thing we gotta do is get these little plastic trim things off. Probably familiar with it if you own any kind of GM. I think there's 6 of them total, could be wrong. Let's take this off first. This guy just pulls off, get it out of our way. Now we can do those little guys. The top of them, you just kind of come up. You can take them all the way out if you want. Just like that. 2 pieces. And just keep it going. They should come out as one assembly, but it's okay if they come apart. It's a better look. These little guys right there. Cool, and this guy's about ready to come out. It's only 4 of those guys, I think. And that's it. Now there's gonna be some stuff for the wipers. Pull that guy out. Clip and that guy right there. Yeah, pretty pretty freaking simple to take this thing off. That was real time, probably 4 or 5 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna do off camera is vacuum this out, clean this up, move this out, and we'll paint this in here. Sound good? Cool, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, just vacuum it out real quick. I'm gonna do a deeper clean here in a second with the degreaser. All of this was in there. Something made its home here at some point in the last 24 years down in there. Also, you can reach your udders really easily this way as well. They're right there. That's the top of it, if you can see it, that little hole. Now also, you can see that at some points the oil sensor went out in this car and someone did the lazy method instead of removing the intake manifold. And actually, you can reach it if you have a set of tools unique enough without doing any of that. But if it ever fails again, I can just go in there, I guess. So, all right, I mean, that's how I cleaned up. All this cleaned up, I'll show you here in a second, and then we'll start painting. All right, definitely better than it was. It was filthy, man. I use a lot of degreaser. Make sure if you do that, a lot of moving parts don't like degreaser, so I'm gonna hit it with some super lube. All the moving parts that I just degreased, so there's no weird noises later on. All right, just gonna get to work on this. We'll do a time lapse in and out. What I'm doing is pretty self-explanatory. This guy went over with some sandpaper, give it some good bite for the paint, clean it up with some mineral spirits, and we are ready to paint this guy. This mother strip right there, I'll probably just put some tape over it, call it a day. Tarp, we hit it with some paint thinner. We're ready to lay down some paint. Of course, the tarp's all wet. Oh, it's on there, but it's okay. So I'm gonna hit it with 2 coats of the paint and primer in one. Stuff's awesome, and then 1 coat of the clear. All right, let that sit for about 20 minutes and do a second coat. All right, second coat time. I am gonna shoot the little buttons too that go on top of the bolts for the wipers. I think a separate video, I'll do just the wiper arms themselves, because that's something you can do without taking the cowl off, so. All right, let me get number 2 on there, and then our clear coat. All right, let's throw some clear on this guy. Call it a day. I am gonna wait 24 hours before I put it back on, just in case I don't scuff anything, whatever. But for you, obviously, it'll be 2 seconds. But when you do this yourself, you can do it whenever you want. Cool, that's how she's looking. I love that Krylon stuff. It's really nice. But yeah, it won't be a gloss when it dries. It'll be a very subtle satin finish, just like our rear diffuser. So cool. I just gotta do my buttons real quick. See them right there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow to wrap this up. And just like that, it's the next day. I got a nice shiny windshield hood cowl that we're gonna put on right now. I guess put back in, you know what I mean. All right, now we're just gonna reverse the steps. First thing we gotta do after we line it up, or I guess before we line it up, is get the little nozzles for the wiper fluid. There's 2 of them, don't forget that. Pop right back in, super simple. All right, now we got this guy in there. And there are like little tabs in the front. You want to kind of pull it back and push it back in. It'll make sense when you do this. Okay. It'll aggressively kind of snap back into place. Little tabs line up. They do. That was pretty easy. And also make sure when you're doing this that if you have this little guy right there, this little weather stripper on your battery, there's a little tab where it has to line up, just so you know that. It goes through 2 pieces of plastic. All those gotta be good. So next thing, we're gonna put our little plastic poppers back in. I think I said there was 4 yesterday. There's actually 5, but pretty hard to mess up. Cool. Weather stripping and then the actual blades. All right, blades back on with their little nozzle or hose. Goes back in there. Easy day. And just line these guys up, kind of how they came out, how they rest, if you will. Right there. Okay. I'm not really sure a torque spec. These weren't terribly tight. I'd say probably 20 foot-pound do the trick. Oh, the caps. We're done. Ooh. Yeah, in the future, I'll revisit just the arms themselves. Not a big deal. I gotta figure out the best way to paint those or refresh metal as far as these guys and color match the cowl. But yeah, that's it, guys. Show you a better view. Yeah, it makes your car look brand new. It's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, especially the hood closed. That's cool. It's brand new. I love it. And I did the same paint scheme or process on this guy. Geez, a year ago. It's been the elements. No fading or anything. So I know it'll last. Just has to last till January, until this guy will be fully garage kept once again. What a nightmare. But, you know, first world problem. Cool, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Man, this is really going to bother me now, how white these are. They looked fine with the old faded, but now with the new one, these like really dingy. That might be a sooner than later project, maybe this weekend, we'll see. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. I'll catch you guys next time. Mark out.